Hey, what's going on guys? It's Andy Brew here, bringing you a Kingdom Hearts 3 theory. Before we get started, I want to let you guys know that there will be spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 3, back cover, and Union Cross in this video, so watch at your own risk. Now, this is just something that I was thinking about recently, and I really just want to talk about it because I feel like there's more here than what we are seeing. And it has to do with the reason as to why Ava didn't appear when Lucius summoned back the Foretellers in Kingdom Hearts 3's epilogue. Now, I'm going to be real, this is probably going to sound crazy. In fact, I still don't even know how I feel about it. It's just a thought that hopefully gets some discussion going. We can all see that there is definitely some parallels between Kairi and Master Ava. There's a theory that's been going around for a while that maybe Ava is Kairi's grandmother, which I am not against at all, but that's not what I want to talk about. Here's where I'm going. When we look back at how the climax of Kingdom Hearts 3 played out, the one casualty that the Guardians of Light had during the Keyblade War was Kairi. She legitimately died, and in theory might have been sent to the final world. It's interesting that Kairi was the only one who was vanquished during the Keyblade War, and it's also interesting that out of all 5 Foretellers, Ava was the only one who did not appear in the present day with the rest of them. Let's keep in mind that Nomura did confirm in the Kingdom Hearts 3 Ultimania that the Foretellers came to the present via time travel, and if you want to see that interview, I will put that link in the description below. Now think about how time travel works in the Kingdom Hearts universe. In order to travel through time, you have to leave your body behind, and there has to be a version of yourself at the destination of the time you wish to travel to. Maybe Kairi is a version of Ava, and the reason why Ava couldn't come back to the present was because there was no version of her that existed when the epilogue took place, because Kairi was gone. And we do know that Sora does save Kairi at the very end of Kingdom Hearts 3, so this is assuming that the epilogue takes place before Kairi is saved, which I'm not claiming it does because, again, this is all just theory. Now, on the surface, it definitely seems like the reason why Ava didn't return was because of Lucius. Lucius decided to purposefully exclude Ava, and that assumption is followed up with the question Gula brings to the table concerning her whereabouts. But I don't think that's the case. Listen to this conversation one more time.
I guess Ava didn't make it after all.
Meaning what?
I told her, clear as day, what it is I had to do.
And is that why you decided to exclude her?
As if. Ava had her own mission, and she carried it out.
So when Lucius says he told Ava what he had to do, he's referring to that moment in Union Cross when he spills the beans to Ava about his role, which is, to vaguely put it, to watch. To watch their world end and then move forward as per the laws of time. Then when Gula asks Lucius if that's why he decided to exclude her, he replies with as if, which neither confirms or denies that he purposefully left her out. To further explain how Kairi might be a quote-unquote version of Ava, I want to talk about what Lucius says next. Lucius then continues on to say that Ava had a mission and she carried it out. What was that mission? Well, we know that her role in back cover was to find Keyblade wielders with potential and to send them off to another world so that they would survive the Keyblade War. But honestly, I truly believe that her mission ran a little bit deeper than this. Let's have a look at this scene from back cover.
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna happen. The entire world will be lost to darkness.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role. You might just be the only hope of keeping light from expiring.
Hope? Master, what is it that you need me to do?
Don't get involved in any battles. Forget the notion of unions. Find Keyblade wielders with potential and create an entirely separate organization. Then, like the seeds of a dandelion, let them fly to another world. They will keep the light alive.
You really think that I'm the right person for this?
Ava, you're the only person for this.
The Master of Masters told Ava that she might be the only hope of keeping the light from expiring. At one point in Kingdom Hearts 3, the Guardians of Light get completely wiped out, and just as the legend says, darkness prevailed and light expired. Everyone is basically killed, but something very unique happens to Sora. Sora ends up in the final world because his heart and body persisted from death, and Chirthi explains to him that something was holding on to him. Actually, someone was holding on to him, refusing to let him go. That someone being Kairi. And because Kairi was the only one literally keeping Sora together, Sora ended up saving all of his friends. Because Kairi prevented Sora from fading away, Kairi played a massive role in preventing the light from expiring. Sound familiar? This makes me think that maybe Kairi is somehow a version of Ava, and it also makes me wonder, could this be said about the rest of the Foretellers? Because I truly believe this runs deeper than we think. Now, I'm definitely sure I'm not the first person to point this out, but think about it. Ira, Aced, Envy, and Gula easily resemble Riku, Terra, Aqua, and Ventus. And the fact that Nomura confirmed the Foretellers travel through time proves that there has to be a version of Ira, Aced, Envy, and Gula around during this present time period, which in theory could be Riku, Terra, Aqua, and Ventus, because all four of those people are alive and well after the clash between the Guardians of Light and the Seekers of Darkness. So this would make sense as to how the Foretellers could time travel in the first place and why Ava couldn't. But we do need to keep in mind that you also need to leave your body behind before time traveling. Maybe that's why the Foretellers fought in the Keyblade War. Maybe letting their bodies perish is a way of leaving their bodies behind. You know, I really don't know. Again, these are all just thoughts that I'm having. But wait. For time travel to work, doesn't a version of yourself have to be physically waiting for you at the exact destination you arrive to? See, I thought that too, but I don't think that's the case, because when the Foretellers travel to the present in the epilogue, those other versions of themselves might be present during that time period, but they aren't waiting for them upon arrival. The only one there is Lucio. Maybe I'm thinking way too far into this, but I wanted to bring this up because I really do think there's something bigger here than what we are seeing. There you go, guys. What do you think about this theory? I'd love to hear your thoughts and your own theories in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and most importantly subscribe to the channel for future content. I'm Andy Brew, and I will see you guys later.